PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, phase 2 of this new TCUV special lease program. Listen, I know things are moving when I hear from two different regions that the sales professionals are leasing used cars. I mean, they're gobbling these things up. For 1 or 2 year old used cars out there, I mean, they're putting them in their driveways and parking them outside their house. Gang, anytime we can motivate ourselves that the program is so good that we can't pass on it, you got to throw it out in front of the customers. Here's some bad news that I'm hearing through the grapevine. I warned you last week that this is so dynamic and the payments are so low and people are going to be so compelled to do this that it's going to frighten the new car side. So the new car side really feels like that some of these leases are taken away from new car sales, and so they're going to compel TFS to back off. I'm just telling you, how can TFS back off when they have 341,270 cars coming back this year? These cars have to go away, and they want the grounding dealer to take the cars. I'll give you a little history. Back in the 90s, man, it was a lot of fun leasing cars because the more the car weighed, the lower the payment. Retail payment on a 60-month LE Camry, $2,532, $425 a month. $299 on a lease, 36 months. Same car. Customers go, oh, that's so close, I'll just go ahead and buy it. And $425 and $299 were never close, but they were just frightened of a lease, so we start throwing stuff at them. How about a sunroof? At night it's a moonroof, double the fun. I said that payment goes to $269, add the roof. How about the gold package that didn't match any color paint at all? Add the gold package, $229. Then you come back and put some alloy wheels, and it didn't matter if they were ugly or good looking or if they flaked off or they rusted. It doesn't matter because now the payment was $199. Then we do leather. If you didn't want leather, that's fine, but if you did leather, it was $169. Then we put wood grain dash, and the wood grain dash was nothing more than, it had a 3M adhesive on the back. It was a sticker. And people go, is that real wood? And we go, yeah, as far as you know, burl wood. And I've done some studies, there's no burl tree. So the payment would be $129 a month, and it was a $3,500 front end deal, and the customer drove the car for 3 years. The problem was the cars came back and TFS had to get rid of them. That's why the certified program began in the first place, to make sure that we kept the price of Toyota used cars high at the auction and the value high so the consumer wasn't hurt and the bank wasn't hurt. But look at this. I'm going to go right to this. These are real leases. All right, this first one is $1,750 customer cash. That's a 24-month lease on a 2014 Corolla LE, $22.64 a month plus tax. Are you kidding me? All right, wait a minute. 2013 Corolla LE. Remember, the 13s don't work as good as the 14s or 15s. This is no money out of pocket, $68.69. See, why are you not getting one of these yourself? If you're watching this right now and you're a Toyota sales associate, go find a 1 or 2 year old used car and see if somebody in your family needs one for 24 or 36 months and just do a one pay. I mean, gather it up, $30 a month times 36 or 24, you can figure that out. That's a pretty good deal. Just make sure you don't keep it at the end. I got an Avalon 2014 XLE, great car, $1,750 out of the customer's pocket, $165.78. And I got one more. A Toyota Venza, since we don't have the Venza anymore. LE, nice rig right there, huh? $1,750 out of the customer's pocket, $109.73 for a wagon. Oh, sorry, crossover. So here's the deal. As I go into next week, I'm going to show you a little bit more about how these things are calculated. I'm going to do the math for you. But right now, this is when it's hot. I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months or the next couple of weeks. Maybe Toyota backs off. The money factor right now for Tier 1 Plus is 0.00040. For Tier 1, it's 0.00050. So, last thing. We're always trying to get somebody that has a little bit of marginal credit or slow pay, or they're good customers. They're not a skip risk. They'll pay their payments. They're just late. They've had some financial problems. And so what we do is we conveniently get them a payment they can't afford. We conveniently get them an 18 to 21% interest rate that they can't afford. And then we're dominoing their situation, their problem. Now they may have a problem paying that payment and go slow again. So they've got a little bit of equity or they've got a little bit of money down. Look at one of these leases and you can do multiple security deposits on a used car lease. Multiple security deposits. We've got customers out there all the time that have marginal incomes, slow pay on some of their credit. They're not skip risk. We can get them bought, but we can't get them bought conventional. So what we do is we raise their payment to a payment they really can't afford. That's going to slow their payments down again. We put them in an interest rate, 18 to 21%, which is going to slow their payments down again. And they'll never get out of the quagmire of where they are. Think about this. Multiple security deposits can be used on a used car lease. So customers got $1,500 worth of cash. Let's say the payment's $150 a month on one of these leases. So you can take up to 9 security deposits. So 9 securities and money down, so $1,500 down. What that does is that buys the rate down if their rate's a little higher because they have slow credit. And look what happens. If the bank can hold $1,000 or $1,250 in the bank for 2 to 3 years, TFS holds the money, doesn't draw any interest, but at the end, the customer gets it back. Why would Toyota buy this deal and not buy them on a conventional finance? Well, the finance deal is $300 a month for 60 months, and they've proven they can't pay that. By reducing the payment to $150, it'll go up a little bit because they're using the money down for their security deposit, say like $185. They can pay that payment, and if they default on a payment or something happens, Toyota's really reduced their risk because they're holding the money in the bank. They've got the car and the money. So they buy this deal. Now the next time they lease a car, they're Encore. This is a gift. But I never see dealerships using multiple security deposits. We're always trying to jam the money down into the car deal to lower the payment. Use one of these used car leases. Play with the multiple security deposits. Hit the customer with this. So here's the deal. In order to get you bought in this car, your payment's going to be a little less than $200 a month, but you have to give me $1,200 or $1,000 in cash. But at the end of the lease, I'm giving you all of that money back. Well, what are they going to say? That sounds like a bad deal? Your payment's lower and you get your money back? Lower the risk. Check these things out. Next week, we're going to break down the math. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.